time it is. It's that official time. Where we take this worldwide. Let's go. Listen. So now it's time to turn it up. Surf the radio waves as we begin to burn it up. We all up in your area like landscape. Definitely bringing you the pancakes. It's a mandate that you tune in. It's time to move out so we can move in and recognize that this is no illusion. I'm here to clear the air so that there is no confusion. It all started off in the book of Genesis when Jacob was wrestling with who he thought was his nemesis. And when the man saw he couldn't overpower him, he touched his hip but he really couldn't devour him. And from that point then we hear a name change, rearrange the game, so now we gotta change lanes. So I'm here to let you know it's time to listen to the Pancake and Powerslam show. Let's go! Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam show. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam show. Turn it up.
Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 501 of the Pancakes and Powerslam show. We are live and living color, getting funky like a monkey, if you will, baby. Yeah, that's what we do. I am the Dr. Chris Featherstone here in the building, having fun as always. What's up, PNP Nation? As we always have a good time. Let's get right into these Ask Chris questions, and we'll talk about Bianca Belair today. I was like, you know what, man? I want to talk about Bianca Belair today because I'm disturbed at this absolute mess that's going on. There it is. That's what I was trying to tighten up my. There we go. Okay, I kept using this. I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, there we go. Now we tighten. There we go. Now we're in business. We're in business. We're in public, if you will. Yeah, I was like, you know what, man, I want to talk a little bit more about Bianca Belair and WWE's just terrible booking of someone who could be an absolute star right now. Absolute star. But they after all of that time building her up, big moment at WrestleMania. 4 months later, 4.5 months later, Becky Lynch comes in 26 seconds. A little over 2 months later, instead of continuing to flesh this thing out and make it a thing and actually put over a new star, what do? You have Bianca Belair lose against Becky Lynch on an episode of Raw. So what a terrible way to not build a star. It was just horrible. And that's WWE booking for you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get into these Ask Chris questions or comments. Ask Dr. Chris. It's good. Wrestlers do interviews for free. Yes, it is good. Very much. Ask Dr. Chris. Okay, again, the hashtag is hashtag Ask Dr. Chris. I have a ticket for WWE next Wednesday, but Reigns won't be there. Should I still go? I can't determine that. You knew that Reigns wasn't going to be there. I hope you didn't buy a ticket to expect Roman Reigns to be at an NXT show. That would be weird, Ricky. That would be weird. What time does the clocks go back over there, meaning the States? Let's see. Let's find out. November the 7th. So this Sunday. On Sunday, we set the clocks an hour back so we get an hour more of sleep. It's awesome. An hour more sleep on Sunday. So that's fantastic. Um, so yeah, good stuff. But my alarm clock's to my phone, so it does it by itself. I just have to have a manual alarm clock in my room. I have a manual clock in my room. It's an alarm clock, but I don't use it as an alarm clock. I use it as just another clock in my room. So I have to set that manually, but my alarm clock's through my phone. Ryan's from New Zealand in the house. All right. Thank you for coming through. Are you a first timer, Ryan? Anthony, are you a first timer? Yeah, it's sad. It's sad that Henry's out for the rest of the season, man. He was actually leading these. He was leading the league in rushing yardage, and he was doing his thing. Number one, the AFC South, the Titans are, and it sucks. He'll be gone for the rest of the year. But the lamb in the bush, so to speak, is that we signed Adrian Peterson. So that's a huge, that's a very good replacement for Derrick Henry. Adrian Peterson's one of the best in modern history. So NXT was beyond all for tonight. I didn't watch it. I may watch it, but I'm not sure. Didn't win the election, Elvis. Well, what were you going for? Rick says the match they had on Raw this week should have been a match at SummerSlam. Then they should have Charlotte drop the title of Bianca clean. Charlotte wanted to do a few weeks back. Yeah, Charlotte did want to do that a few weeks back. I don't think, I kudos to Charlotte for that, although she's been doing some petty stuff. I'm glad that she wanted to drop it clean to Bianca, but Charlotte's ready to go anyways. So, but and there has been reports that she likes Bianca Belair. So they should have just built a program to it. But although it's Raw and SmackDown now, but they didn't have to draft Charlotte to SmackDown or Bianca to Raw. They didn't have to do that. So, yeah, you got to build that stuff up. You really do. I mean, these random Raw is so terrible nowadays that a title change on Raw. I mean, okay. I mean, so what? Big E won the title on Raw, and I mean, it was cool to see, but he actually won it. It was what, Extreme Rules? He won it. But Lashley won the title on Raw. And, he was a decent champ, but, I mean, how the mighty have fallen when it comes to Bobby Lashley, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that is my first time with Paul Roma. Ryan's a first-timer. Welcome, Ryan. Ask Dr. Chris is what you do. Hashtag Ask Dr. Chris. What questions do you have? Thanks, Dr. Chris. Pueblo City Council District 1. Oh, yeah, he did cash in on Raw. I thought it was. That's right. Because he made the announcement on Twitter, and then throughout the whole night, he was like teasing it. So he did cash in on Raw. So did Lashley. Well, he didn't have a cash in, but he won the title on Raw. So, and I like Big E a lot. And again, Ask Dr. Chris. Ask Dr. Chris is the hashtag. So yeah, I like Big E a lot. Big E's probably my favorite wrestler in WWE right now, outside of Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. Although I like Roman Reigns, but he's a heel. So right now, my like for Roman Reigns is like I appreciate that he's continuing to develop his character as a heel, and like I'm waiting for that person to dethrone him. Who dethrones him though? That's the big question. Who dethrones Roman Reigns? It has to be someone who they're building who's a good baby face. So we shall see. Oh, Christopher. You know you're my guy asking this type of question. You know I'm a college football mark. Okay, so here's my thoughts on the first college football playoff ratings. Okay. I'm not mad at it, Chris. I'm not mad at it. Um, I understand the logic with Oregon being fourth and we're being fifth. I'm not mad at that because we play Michigan State in what 2 weeks? Less than 2 weeks. We got Nebraska this week, so I'm not mad at it at us being fifth because the only thing we have to do is just win out. I mean, if we win out, if Ohio State wins out, we're in the playoffs because we have to beat Michigan State along the way, and Michigan. Michigan's just 2 spots below us, and then Michigan State is third. They're 2 spots ahead of us. So we just have to beat third and seventh, and we'll be fine. I mean, as long as listen, regardless of everybody else, as long as Ohio State wins out, we'll make the playoffs. And so we really control our own destiny. Cincinnati is in a spot right now where they don't control their own destiny because if they win out, could they be in the top four? They probably will because if you think of it this way, Georgia's number one, Alabama's number two. If Alabama loses before the SEC championship or on the SEC championship game, they'll be out theoretically. But there's a part of me though that's like, if they barely win, I mean, if Georgia barely wins or wins by like 3 points or something like that, knowing how favoritism they are with Alabama, SEC period, but particularly Alabama, because they're seconds with A&M loss. A&M's decent, but they're not superb. I mean, they're not even a top 10 team. Ohio State lost to a top 10 team, actually lost to a top 4 team, a team who's in the college football playoffs, but somehow Ohio State's loss by a touchdown is worse than Alabama's loss to an A&M team that just wasn't that was decent. Still is okay. I mean, I think they're 6-2. They're okay. I mean, they're a decent team. They're like 12th or something like that. I don't know. I only saw the top like 10 of the college football playoff rankings. I have to check and see where they're at. I was listening to the radio on my way back from the gym tonight, and I did hear that Minnesota's in the top 20 now. Well, the top 25, which helps Ohio State. So we need Minnesota to win out because it's Minnesota continuing to win helps Ohio State. So they're in the college football playoff rankings right now. That continues to help Ohio State because I think Minnesota only lost twice and we gave them one of their losses. So it's actually making that Minnesota win look much much better. So we'll see how it goes. Ohio State just needs to win out. Alabama being second, not a fan. I am glad that they made Oklahoma 8th. That was a good call from the committee because Oklahoma's the most unconvincing undefeated team in the whole college football. Although Wake Forest is not a good and a convincing top 10 team either with their schedule. All right. What's going on with Bray Wyatt? There was some Impact talk, but Sportskeeda covered it as far as just where he is. I mean, what's up with him? The latest going on with Bray Wyatt right now is that he could be heading over to Impact. I mean, that's really the latest. That's the latest rumor going on with Bray Wyatt. Ricky's asked Dr. Chris, Reggie's been champion for over 100 days. It's not the 24/7 title if he's had it that long. Right, exactly. He's just been flipping around for 100 days, and I think he's wrestled less than a handful of times the title. So they're usually this 24/7 championship. They're literally paying people. I mean, talk about wasting your money. You're literally paying people to do 24 some just random, just over and over, same redundant 24/7 segments every single week, not leading to anywhere. It is just, and I love R-Truth. I'm a huge R-Truth fan, but it is the most irrelevant segment in all of Raw, and Raw already bites very badly. Aaron's asking, do you think the partnership with Make-A-Wish and others, that's the reason why they watered down their shows? No, I mean, WWE had partnerships with people beforehand, but I think really at the end of the day, it's just WWE's product. WWE has a really, really bad time really focusing on making their product good. I mean, they're making money. I mean, they're making solid money, but at the same time, it's just like their product stinks, man. And like they're not really, the fire isn't there to make it competitive because they still feel like they don't have any competition. So they're not getting fire up their butts to be competitive toward a company because they still don't feel like they have competition. Chris says, I don't think my Kansas Jayhawks will make the playoffs, so I'll probably go for your Buckeyes over beats Alabama. Well, hey, you're more than invited to join the Buckeye Nation this year. I'm all for it. Open invitation for that for sure, man. I am not I am not one of those people who say you can only come in through with some type of favoritism pass or something like that. No. I am an open invitation Buckeye fan. Anyone can come in. I've actually converted a Michigan fan before to Ohio State. And so I've done it and I can do it again. And I'm telling you, I don't have any issues with people joining the Ohio State wagon. I have no issues with that at all. Yeah, there's some rumors that he's going as well. Braves won the World Series. I've been keeping up. Like I watch Sports Center and stuff like that, and so I haven't watched the World Series, but I mean, because I'm an Indians fan, and Indians not the best this year. So, I mean, I pay attention to baseball every now and then. When the Indians do well, I watch baseball all the time. But that's the thing about baseball, man. It's just so many games. Less than 3 weeks to Survivor Series and not one match build or tease. Exactly, Ricky. It's like I continue to say this over and over and over again. I despise Survivor Series now. Like I think it is one of the worst pay-per-views in WWE every year because there's absolutely no rhyme or reason to Survivor Series. It is bragging rights. Like it is the modern day bragging rights. I'm at the point nowadays that I can do away with not looking at Survivor Series because I cannot stand the concept. This Raw versus SmackDown trash, there's nothing there's no payoff. I don't care about watching. I mean, it just feels like a super show. It feels like a Raw, a WWE Raw super show. That's what it feels like. There's nothing to it. It doesn't help any competitor. And like for instance, last year Roman Reigns beat Drew McIntyre cleanly with the choke. That was the beginning of the end of Drew McIntyre's downfall. I just he really, I mean, he barely recovered from that. He didn't really recover from that. I mean, there's times where he had his spurts, but if you really think about it, Drew McIntyre was unstoppable before going against Roman Reigns. He was super over, unstoppable. He was plowing through Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, Bobby Lashley. They really just stacked the deck on the Big Show. They were stacking the deck on, and he beat Lesnar. They were really stacking the deck on Drew to make him look good, which they should. But he just lose cleanly by choke to Roman Reigns. And where did it lead? There was no payoff match. There was no development after that because it is literally a Raw versus SmackDown super show. There's nothing to it. There's no rhyme or reason. I don't care about just simply watching people wrestle. Give me stories. Don't just say, oh, okay, well, now since I'm the champ and I'm the mid-card champ, I'm going to go against the other mid-card champ. Like, for instance, now you got Big E versus Roman Reigns. All right. On paper, that seems like an interesting match, but I don't see Roman Reigns losing. Clearly, I don't see Roman Reigns losing. So that means you have Big E lose against Roman Reigns. Big E definitely can't afford a loss right now. And so I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. And then now you're going to have who else? You got the Usos versus Team RK Bro. I don't care about that match. The two mid-card champs are Shinsuke Nakamura, who's a babyface, against Damian Priest, who's a babyface. Another match that I do not care about whatsoever without a story. They're both baby faces on different brands, no story. I don't care about that match. I don't care. And where does the tag team? I mean, do the Raw tag team, women's tag team champions go against the NXT tag team champions? Like, who do they go against? Do they automatically get a pass because there's no rival tag team champions? So then you have the Raw champions who, yeah, like I said, the Raw champs who are RK Bros. SmackDown is Usos, and that's it. I mean, the women's champ Becky versus Charlotte. I mean, there's some life in that as far as storylines are concerned. But like Vincent Russo and I have talked about before, you should be doing this stuff like hot off the press. There was a buzzing topic that went around. It was a real story. Becky Charlotte. That could really be the main event of Survivor Series because there's a real story there. You could have really capitalized on this story and you could have main evented Survivor Series with Becky versus Charlotte. However, the only thing is that would have made Becky Lynch a baby face again, a strong baby face again, and I don't want that. I don't want that. There was an interview that she had recently. I forgot what it was, but she was talking about just the reason why they decided the 26 seconds is because that makes her look like a stronger heel. Okay, sure, but it doesn't do anything to Bianca Belair if there's no payoff for you. Look, her payoff, the payoff of Bianca Belair losing 26 seconds where it just was her losing in a half an hour. That was the payoff. I mean, that's what a way to build your talent. It's absolutely terrible. Terrible. Survivor Series is a terrible, terrible, terrible concept. Take it easy in Nebraska. Unfortunately, we can't do that because eye test means so much right now. And you have Cincinnati chomping at the bits right now. And if our eye test doesn't look good, you can have teams jump us. Michigan's number 7 right now. Wouldn't be, Cincinnati's chomping at the bits right now. So every week's eye test, every week's just stomping on cats. Like, for instance, we beat Penn State. We beat a top 25 team who's in the AP, who's the only 3-loss top 25 team because the posters knew that they were legit and beat them, gave them their 3rd loss. And after and they're a rival, they became a rival for years now because it's been really close within the past 6 years or so. It's been, I think the average is like a one possession, like 6 points or something like that. And so rival game, it's always something that, the rivals giving their all. So after beating Penn State, Ohio State went down 1 after beating Penn State. Meanwhile, Alabama's got a bye and they just stay where they were at 3, and now they're 2 in the college football playoff rankings. And so Ohio State just has to pounce everybody, unfortunately. All right, let's get a few more of these in. Yeah, I mean, the 505 is going to be thrown exactly. And why does it make sense? Why does someone like 2 people, for instance, like a Seth Rollins and a Kevin Owens, who despises each other, has been despising each other for years, had a match at WrestleMania because of despising each other. They're the 2 top names on Raw, and all of a sudden they're fighting for brand supremacy. And now you have Fox being supreme, being the company that they actually care about more than, their lucrative deal with USA. So they're going to try to appease SmackDown and have them win. So I just, this 5-on-5, man, is just absolutely terrible. Although I do think that Kevin Owens is turning heel soon. Thoughts on Impact Wrestling? I think Impact has a lot of potential, actually. Not a lot of star power. I want them to have more star power, but overall, though, I mean, Impact's a solid show. Ask Dr. Chris. Commentators on both shows hype each other, so there's definitely no rivalry. Right. Exactly. Why are they having contenders matches? Survivor Series is brand versus brand. Why build Seth versus Big E when Big E is going to face Roman? Exactly. You should be building Big E versus Roman. Make it worth something. I mean, why can't you just have actual Raw and SmackDown rivalry matches together and still have a 5-on-5 format and still make it worth something? I've been toiling trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the 5-on-5 matches. And I thought in my head, I said, you know what? It would be cool if they had a 5-on-5 match. If they want to do the Raw and SmackDown, they have a couple 5-on-5 matches. One of the matches can be 5-on-5, and the survivors, the whoever survive their team can go against the SmackDown champion. Say, for instance, if one person is a sole survivor from Raw and they beat SmackDown, the Raw sole survivor goes against the SmackDown champion at the time, which will be Roman Reigns, at the next pay-per-view. If it's 5 people who stayed, it'll be a 6-way. I mean, like, I would be interested in that. And you could do one for the mid card too. You know, um, whoever wins, you know, could be could go against the champ, the mid card champ. So quick plug, y'all. I started a new clothing line, y'all. I started a new clothing line. Launched on Monday. Or actually launched on Sunday night. That was a very soft launch, but the official launch was on Monday. So the company's called Visionwear, Vizion, visionwear.co. And yeah, I mean, go check it out. It's faith-based stuff, faith-based gear. So yeah, I'd really appreciate your support, y'all. But check it out. I think you'd like the designs there. So good stuff. I have honed in my graphic design abilities, and yeah, I mean, it's like an awesome hobby for me now, man. I love designing stuff. I love designing flyers, as you can see. Graphic design is super fun for me now. It's a form of self-care. I do all my graphics. Now. Like I did this, all this here, all this. I did that. That's a graphic there. Like I do all my graphics. All that. That's my doing. Yep. So I enjoy it. It's fun. And so I've made a bunch of cool designs, and like for instance, here's one of them. There's one of them. There you go. That's one of my designs. So yeah, man. Fun stuff. So there we go. All right. So yeah, I appreciate your support, everybody, very much. I have an IG page, visionwear.co. The Twitter is at visionwearco. And Facebook is facebook.com/visionwear.co. And the website is www.visionwear.co. And that vision is with a Z. Vision with a Z. Appreciate your support, guys. All right. Ask Dr. Chris. Dream Survivor Series match. Okay. Sami Zayn contract expires in December. I think he'll probably resign. I don't see him going to AEW. Miz and beat Roman? Miz as a babyface? No way. Lashley and Becky, 2 top names on Raw. No, I don't agree. I think Big E's bigger name than Lashley right now. Mr. Yo Survivor Series matches, they really need to bring up. They do, because you can really bring out some good feuds with good Survivor Series matches. That's how it was for so long, for years. It was good feuds, good Survivor Series matches, and typically the Survivor Series matches were just a combination of like 2 to 3 feuds in one. So 4 to 5 teams. So typically you had like a couple singles feuds, one tag team feud in between. And if there was like mildly beefing, you joined a team together and there was a bunch of feuds together. Like right now, it's a Survivor Series team in modern day would be RK Bro, Man, I've had a tiring day. I'm a very busy man. But I plan on relaxing tomorrow, though. I need it. Although I have to teach tomorrow at my Bible study, but that's not until the evening. So a group, so a 5 right now would be, say, for Raw, Damian Priest, RK Bro, Damian Priest, RK Bro, Jeff Hardy, and yeah, so say you do it 4-4, just for the example. Damian Priest, RK Bro, Jeff Hardy against Apollo Crews, AJ Styles, Omos, and Austin Theory. So you would have a rival on an opposite team, and that would be pretty cool, man. Like, and so then you get to see like matches. Then you get to see within the tag team match, they're not rivals, but they're still baby faces and heels, so they're kind of creating rivals within the matches. That's Survivor Series. That's how it should be. What's up, Michael? Thanks, Chris. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Current Smack, I think Drew will beat him at Mania, which that'll be fine. Did it take you long to learn graphic design? It took a while. It's really it's about reps. It really is about reps. Like for instance, I've got really good at doing flyers, and I'm starting to hone my craft of doing t-shirt designs and stuff. And so it just confidence comes with reps. Like, and so the more I'm like designing things, I got some designs like right now in my queue and stuff. I'm like, I just want to kind of tweak that a little bit more. And my designs that's live on my site, I mean, that went, I think just about all of them were just like really fine tuning meticulously, all of them just about, and saying, no, let me bring that back. No, I want that. No, I want that in there. No, I want that to be like that way. Like the one that I just showed you, it took a lot of time to really think about how I wanted to make that look like one nice blend transition there, and not like just some print on a t-shirt. Like it has to look legit. It has to look very nice. And legitimate. I do like that. I like that design that I made with the line on there. It's pretty dope, actually. I'm a very high critic of myself, and so one of the litmus tests is always pretend I'm looking at something of my own that is like it's not mine, because I'm pretty harsh critic, and so I look at it and say, no, I don't like that much. I don't think that needs to be tweaked. I like that. So that's typically how I release stuff. But with graphic design, it really takes reps, though, Aaron. Like you'll build confidence as the reps get more and more and more. You just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Look at a lot of just research. I've read so many articles. I've looked at so many videos on YouTube to really give me a good gauge and just really build my confidence and give me some research behind it. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love it. Absolutely love it. Next trivia night, I'll be doing probably in a couple of weeks for Survivor Series. So we'll be doing some Survivor Series trivia. Is it hard to do them? No, but it's time consuming though. It's definitely time consuming. I love them. I love doing them. It's fun. I mean, it's super fun. I really enjoy it. Like, so for instance, the latest T-shirt design that I did probably took me about an hour and a bunch of different like edits of it, and I really like how it turned out. Actually, it looks pretty cool. Um, Especially on a hoodie, it looks nice. But yeah, it took a long time. Do I think he'll go to AEW? I think eventually he will go. Yes. Does Kevin Owens turn heel? Yes, I think so. I thought he was going to turn heel on Raw, but I can definitely see him turning heel. Thoughts on no main roster pay per view next month? I'm not opposed to it. I mean, give us some time. They're building the build's so terrible. I mean, the builds are just so bad that not having this is usually what, TLC or something like that. TLC is a very antiquated concept. I remember back in the day when it was Armageddon. I used to love Armageddon back in the day, and so I'm not opposed to it. I mean, yeah, it'll just be there, just there, anyways. Owens will leave when the contract's up, but I think he'll lose in championship feud with Big E. Yeah, I think so. I think so too, Keith. I do remember that. Held on Thanksgiving night. I remember going to my aunt's home. I remember I was at my aunt's house during Survivor Series of '87, either '87 or '88. We had like some big Thanksgiving thing at my aunt's home, and it was like a big family thing, and she played Survivor Series. 22 years. Very nice. Very nice. Congrats. So you started watching in 99? Nice. I watched wrestling. I started watching wrestling in 85, I believe. 85, 86, around there. So I'm about the 35, 36 year range. I use Canva. Multi, what's up, my man? Cool beans. And I also have Adobe Spark, but I haven't used Adobe Spark in a while. I think I might actually cancel their find somewhere to use it. I mean, there's video presentations too. I might use them. I might use it for video presentations. I pay for it, so I got to use what I'm paying. Using what I pay for. I used to do the flyers for this. I used to do the flyers on Adobe Spark, but Canva's much better. I'm trying to figure out what I use Adobe for nowadays. I know that they have some pretty cool what is it that they have that's like their videos are pretty cool. I like that actually. But like their web page has left to be desired. Not a big fan of that. Their slideshow's pretty good. Maybe a photo collage. Maybe that's not too bad. So yeah. I may find something, or I might cancel. I mean, I might cancel. We shall see. We shall see. Because right now, I really don't use it much. So I'll probably think about it to see if I really want it anymore. Otherwise, I'll cancel Adobe. I had the Adobe. They're a video editing software, but I only had that for a little bit, and no, I might use their stock. I might use their stock photos. I might use it for that actually. Yeah, I might use it for that actually. That would be pretty cool. There's a lot of free stock photos. So yeah, I might use that. Be pretty cool. Cool beans. What else we got before we head on out? So I shared that in the beginning, Ricky. I think it's terrible. I think it's absolutely terrible. I think it's an absolutely horrible idea to depush Bianca Belair, and I think that it's something that WWE is continuing to make everybody feel 50-50, and it's terrible. Adobe Premiere Rush. Included in my plan. I never knew that. I have cloud storage too. I never knew that I had a Adobe Premiere Rush. Very interesting. Oh, I pay a year. Oh, I paid already. I paid in September. So I'm here. So I'm good for another year, and I don't have to pay again until September 23rd of next year. So, well, there you go. So I might as well use it. I'll figure it out. I'll figure something out. I know Adobe Premiere Rush. I didn't know about that. So I might. I've been looking for some more video editing software. So well, there you go. Mobile video editing. Huh. Very interesting. See, this is the reason why I'm a big fan. I love this show because I'm chilling. Like we're just having a good time chatting with each other. And I realized that I have some software that I didn't know that I had. So, and I've been looking for more video editing software. Yeah, so that's pretty gnarly, actually. Very, 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 very nice. Very nice. So thank y'all. Good stuff. All right, let's see. I see AEW turning into WCW with the hiring of so many talent. Yeah, it's kind of heading into that already, unfortunately. Just so many talent are just really just not unnecessary, man. And yeah, it's just horrible. Horrible. Hope Adrian Peterson has something left in the tank to help out your time. I think so. I think so, Elvis. I do. I think so. Yeah. Definitely think there's hold on. Definitely think that there's some life there. With Adrian Peterson. I definitely think that there's an ability to still do something. I think so. Oh, you use Adobe Premiere Elements. What do you think about that, Michael? What do you think about Adobe? I actually have a paid video editing software on my desktop, and it's okay. It's cool. It's it's not the updated version because I don't want to pay to upgrade it. So, but if I have this Adobe Premiere Rush, I'm gonna start looking at some videos to see if this is worth my time because I renewed my subscription, so there you go. Use maybe just want to use the use it if I have it. So we shall see. We shall see. I will be really interested to see how this works out. Creative Cloud. Cool. All right, y'all. I think that thoughts on SmackDown smoking Rampage and the ratings even when SmackDown was moved to FS1. I mean, Chris, did you I mean, I'm sure you didn't, but did anybody think that did anybody think if you tell me if you did you think for 1 second that Rampage was going to beat SmackDown even if SmackDown was on FS1? Did you really think that? For me, absolutely not. Rampage is okay to watch. It's not bad. I'd rather watch Rampage than Raw. That's for sure any day of the week. But I mean, it just feels like a second-rated show. I mean, I like the fact that it's an hour. Actually, I like the fact. I think that's something they have going for them. That it's only an hour show. I actually prefer that. I don't have an issue with that at all because you already have a 2-hour show. Now you have an hour show. I'm cool with it. But I mean, it just feels like a leftover show. I mean, that's the best way to explain it. It feels like a leftover show. So there you go. After Effects. That's what I had. I had Adobe After Effects, but Premiere Rush. It's actually installing right now. This is cool. Okay, well, there you go. First all-in-one cross-device app for creating and sharing online videos. Fast edit, fix color, adjust audio, add titles, and more. With I do make videos with my phone. Customizable motion graphics templates. All right. Well, there you go. I'll start using Premiere Rush then. I'll probably look at some videos too about it. So I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the potential so far. I'm gonna check a little bit more into it. But yeah, I mean, who really thought that Rampage was going to beat SmackDown? I know I didn't. So as much as he was talking smack, come on now. It's terrible. Just for messing with video and pictures, okay, got you. It's okay for messing around for videos and pics, got you. Yeah. Right. Ricky, you preaching now, man. It's thank God I get paid for it. I get paid to do that. So, I mean, I would absolutely not volunteer my time to pay to watch Raw. I mean to not get paid to watch. I would not volunteer my time to watch Raw and not get paid for it every single week and have to review it. Whoa, like there's no way. No way. I didn't, but TK was hoping and waiting with fingers on his Twitter machine to say so. Oh yeah, you already know. He was ready on his Twitter machine to say something. He was ready to say something. So all right, y'all. I'm gonna head out. Rampage seems like the equivalent to WCW Thunder. Yeah, I mean it's starting to feel like a Thunder. It's starting to. I mean, just again, it just feels like a leftover show. If it feels like a leftover show. It really does. So, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not terrible, but again, it just feels like a leftover show. So with leftover shows, people are like, huh? I might watch it. I might not, but I'm not gonna watch it on the spot. So all right, y'all, I'm gonna head out. Again, visionwear.co, VIZIONWEAR.co. I appreciate your support. And hey, man, hit that sub. You see this right here? That's the reason why it's there. If you're looking at this right now, you haven't hit this sub button, shame on you. So we have fun as always. Thank you so much, PNP Nation, for a great night. I'm gonna get some rest, y'all. On my way to sleep, I'll probably watch the rest of the Dark Side steroid trial. I probably got about 30 minutes left in that. So far, so good. I love the Dark Side episodes. I love the Dark Side episodes. I'm a huge fan of. I love documentaries. I'm a huge fan of documentaries. So big fan of Dark Side, and I might do that. So, all right, y'all. Until next week, enjoy your week of wrestling. God bless, and always remember, I do it for you. Have a good night, everybody. So long.